Welcome in Annemays' lovely place. Welcome in Annemays' lovely place. Hi, dear friends from all over the world. Welcome in Annemays' lovely place. And here is Annette. And today we do our last vacation video. I have some pictures from the last 2 days that we made a hike tour, and the first one was near Lac d'Abeille, and that was with another Dutch couple. We made that hike tour with the 4 of us, so it was very nice to do. We went up to a high point where we could watch over the lake, and after that we went down to the lake again. You can see that at this moment. And we also went into the abbey to see that, and you can see that in a moment too. And then there will come a picture from the magic moment that a butterfly came on my hands. And after that we went to another hike. The day after that we went to the Cork e Cascade, the waterfalls. And yeah, that was an interesting hike also. We also had to go to a tunnel, and we walked through the tunnel from 180 meters long, and there was, on one point there was no light, and then after a bow in the road, a bow in the tunnel, there you saw the light again, the way out. And yeah, I was thinking that the waterfall and after that tunnel there was a big huge waterfall, but it was all dry, but it was beautiful to see, but there was no water running from it. So I was thinking, well, sometimes in our life it can seem the same way. It can seem that there is no light at all, and it can seem that there is no water. We are very thirsty, and we are without water, and like the dry waterfall, and we are in the dark, it seems. But when we call to the Lord, He will answer and listen, says Jeremiah 29, verse 12. And when you seek Him and search Him with all your heart, He will be found. For I know the plans I have for you, plans for your welfare, not for disaster, to give you a future and hope, says the Lord in Jeremiah 29, verse 11. So yes, even a hike tour in nature tells us to draw near to Him, and then He will draw near to us. The daily inspiration for today is about near to Him. The poem says, "There is happiness in knowing that my heart will always be a place where I can hold you and keep you near to me." And you is with a capital letter, so that's about the Lord. Proverbs 3 verse 9 says, "Honor the Lord with your substance and with the first fruits of all your produce." The question for today is, what is God saying to you today? Well, God is saying to me today to stay close to Him no matter what. I had some sick days the past days, didn't feel good at all, couldn't play with my dollies either, but the Lord was with me. I knew that for certain. And the prayer today is, may I always have a heart that honors you, God. I want my loyalty to you to drive every move I make in every area of my life, relationships, job, talents, abilities, and so on. May I produce the fruits of a loyal daughter in good seasons and bad. No wavering in this heart, Lord. Thank you for keeping me close. Amen. Yes, we have to draw near to him, then he will stay close to us. So, and there is also in this video, oh, this is from the walk in near the gorges. I don't know the English name for gorges. That is where the water is running deep down. You even cannot see, I think, the water. But anyway, you can see how steep the gorge is there. And we walked there. And yeah, in this video, there will also come some pictures from my smartphone. Because I didn't use them yet. I used them only for sending to people, to relatives and so on. So, and that is an overview from our whole vacation then. Although I didn't make every day a picture with my smartphone, I think. What is that? So yes, let us continue. Yeah, then we are now at our tour to go home. And I made some pictures out of the window. They are not that good, but this was the place where the Tour de France did go through during our holiday. We didn't went there because that was very busy. And this is Nancy. So we're driving to the north now. This is Thionville, and there is a church that is standing next to the highway. That's very, very funny always to drive. And this is already in Belgium. So I didn't make a picture in Luxembourg. And we're almost home here. You see the evening light. And for the ones who are still sticking with me and watching, there are also coming pictures from reborn baby from Yara, who was with us on holidays. Oh yeah, this was our front yard before the vacation. We did put some prairie plants in it, and this is after 3 weeks, so it did grow very well. And there came flowers, and this is Yara before the holiday, before the vacation. And yeah, so now the pictures from my smartphone are coming, and you can see the overview of our holiday. So I hope you did enjoy to travel along with us a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, we're home now for 1 week, more than 1 week. Yeah, and it's good to be home again. Really, it is good to be home again. I didn't play much with my dollies yet because I have pain in my arm for a long time already. So the doctor gave me some medication against inflammation, but I was becoming very ill of that medication. So she gave me something else than the last time, but I know now that I just don't. My body don't take that medication. So, oh, this is the lake near the camping. You couldn't swim there because there was, yeah, how do you call it, morass? I have to search what morass is. Let me look up. There was bog or marsh or swamp around the lake, so you couldn't swim there. That was pity, but it was beautiful. It was a nature part. And this is the church in the Lac de Rouge Trute. So that is the place where the camping was. Well, the photos are made from the place where the camping is. So we're not in the village itself. But it was only a small village with a few houses and a church. And this is the playground on the camping. And there was a road between the playground and the camping itself. So when children were playing there, it didn't bother at all. It was very quiet camping. It's also known as a very quiet rest camping. So yeah, it was. There is you see Kobe laying, and this is, I didn't say where that is. Well, I don't know where it is. Okay. And this is somewhere, yeah, just some nice pictures of flowers. Probably we made a walk. Oh yeah, we made the walk near the campsite. There is Yara and the book that I did read, lovely book. And me and Yara, yeah, and Yara and Kobe. Kobe sings, okay, what do I have to do now? Okay. Oh, he's a cute doggy. And there was me again. Well, anyway, dear friends, I hope you do enjoy to see some pictures. There are coming more. It's still 8 minutes to go. I'm not sure if you like it. But yeah, Yara, another picture of Yara. But yeah, I thought, well, then you have all around, you know. Oh, here is a lac delay. Here we did swim. And oh yes, then I can tell. Then my husband was jumping up because there was a snake swimming in the lake. Wow. Well, it was a small snake, but don't like snakes. And here is the evening sun on the trees. We made every evening we made a short walk near the campsite, and you could see the church laying there from the village. There it is, the church from Lac de Rouge Trute. So, oh yeah, and this is the big thunderstorm rolling over Lyon, Dijon, and eventually also over the Jura to go to Switzerland and Austria. It was a terrible storm with hail also in it, thunder. So I made more movies, but I only show you this part. And then the next day there was sunshine again. Lac de Belle Fontaine. It was a lovely lake. So we went there, walking around that lake, sitting there. It was very quiet and nice there. There were some people swimming, not on this part, but there were people swimming, so that was possible, but it was not really touristic, so that was good. And here, this is a touristic place, Pic d'Aigle. So that's a high point where you can see 3 of the 4 lakes laying. And I didn't feel very well at that time. I had to recover a little bit from the climb. So, oh, and here is the play day Saturday with Yara. I did record it for our dear friend Patricia from Patricia Dolly Dreams. Go over to her channel, give her some love. Lovely lady. And she's the hoster of Playday Saturday. Then here I stand on the place where I could reach the Wi-Fi. And so the first picture is when you see the restaurant on the backside, and the second picture was with our place. So I always had to cross the street to reach Wi-Fi. This is Lac de Bonlieu. We did a tour around it, and then we drove with the car to a viewpoint where I'm standing now. And this is some evening sky pictures. Every evening we made a walk with our dog before sleeping, and hoping to see a deer, but yeah. And this is a small movie, but the sky was every evening, it was different, so it was very nice. And yeah, here you see the sky, very beautiful. And another sky, oh, that's the same evening, I stole the last one. So yeah, it was beautiful there. It was nice to make every evening same kind of picture. And here is Yara again, of course, and this is another day trip. Beautiful views there, farm laying there. I think we made a walking tour near the camping here. Yes, this is near the camping. So. Some flowers. And sweet lovely Yara again. I did change her, and I did make a changing video with some pictures from her. And I will change her soon again, because she is now in some warm clothes. And here is Lac de Vouglans. It's a big lake with a barrier. So, and we could swim there. It was very nice. And Kobe was very tired of all the hike tours. He was glad that we did something more peaceful. He could lay and watch our goodies. So, and this is the harbor there. And we took Yara. I took Yara with me, but I only made the pictures when most people were gone. And here's another hike tour the next day. That was near Fort Dupasna. We made a tour there, and I took Fjodor also with me, and Kobe was watching Fjodor. And this was also nice. There one evening came a lady on a horse and accompanied with a dog to the campsite, and she stayed for one night in a small tent, and she went, and the next day she did go away again on her horse, and the dog was running with her, a very big dog, to guard her, I think. I thought it was very adventurous from her, young lady, I think in the midst of the 20s. This was, yeah, it's going too fast, sorry. Anyway, oh, this was the misty, rainy day. It rained all day, so we went to Geneva, because we saw that in Geneva the weather was much better. Temperature was much better, and there you see the Geneva laying and Lac Le Mans. And this is the Ferris wheel in Geneva. Some selfies, of course, to send to my friends and family. And Kobe with me in the Ferris wheel. So yeah. Oh, this was an atelier for watches and clocks. They have that many of them in Geneva. Hotels, you have big, large hotels. This is the Saint-Pierre Cathedral where we went in. And this is another atelier for clocks and horloges, watches. And this was the Canadian flag on a hotel. So I thought, well, that is nice for my Canadian friends. So I did make a picture and another selfie, of course. And here you have the big fountain of Geneva. Yes, the fountain was not on when we arrived. Later in the afternoon the fountain was on. So very, very high fountain. You cannot see it here, but it's really, really high. And a Ferris wheel there laying. We did sit there for a while on in a park. We sit there and we had a lovely view. And then we were back on the camping and the moon was shining. And that was the last tour, I think. Well, anyway, yeah, this was the last tour. And then we came in a small village where they had all kind of fairy tales built up. It's lovely. Well, and anyway, dear friends, I love you all and have a good, lovely, beautiful day. Bye bye. See you later.